please, a big round of applause for the Legendary Wid. I dressed as a Republican because it's the scariest thing I know. Come on, give me a hand for that. Come on, I'm Republican. I don't care. I look good in anything but a mirror. Yeah. Anybody here from New Jersey? Yeah, I'll make you feel at home. Okay. We came over the bridge, and I hate coming over the bridge. I hate paying tolls. You put that down anywhere. Very nice. Okay, you broke it. Okay, you bought it. Let's have a nice hand on my coat. It's Armani. Yeah. Yeah, Salvation Armani. Yeah. Okay. It's my Goodwill hunting outfit, sir. That's right over there. I could have went. A lot of people today. I believe in a two-party system. All right. Friday and Saturday. All right. But,
hey, welcome to All Set. This is Philly's #1 and only comedy review show. I'm Seamus Millar.
And I'm Meg Goetz.
Yeah, and this is Halloween, so we're getting real spooky tonight. I'm dressed as a raccoon, as you can obviously see. This is my mom's rendition of a raccoon when I was 8, so I decided to go ahead and recreate that. And
yeah, I'm dressed as Nala. This is also a mom creation.
From the upcoming motion picture Lion King 2019, whenever that comes out.
Upcoming picture, yeah.
Yeah. And today's guest, we're here with the Legendary Wid. Yay!
And I'm dressed as John Fogerty, or a guy who's going to try to sell you paper towels. Or I could be dressed as anybody here who is on the technical side.
Yeah, he's a stagehand. Yeah, yeah.
And how are you guys doing? Okay, I gotta say the raccoon is anatomically correct because they have a raccoon in old Indian word for little hands. It is.
It's good you got your little hands.
Is it really?
Yeah, well, when they go like this, they expect most raccoons are Italian. No. No Italian jokes.
Oh, yeah.
Jokes. But
Italian jokes.
But this, Kim, is that the actual one your mom made?
No. I had to recreate it.
Oh, it's a stunning recreation. Here at backstage at the
Punchline.
Okay.
Oh, Punchline.
Punchline. So, Wid, you just got done headlining Punchline's Halloween extravaganza.
Halloween extravaganza, yes.
Yeah.
And I bought out all the props. Yes,
yeah.
It was a nice audience and a great bunch of people on the show with me. I got to admit, that's something different for me. I have been at hundreds of different clubs, and mostly you just get like 3 people going on. But here tonight, how many people were going on?
Like 6?
Oh, like 6 or 7, yeah.
Oh, that was a whole Halloween party.
Yeah, we all did characters or whatever.
I enjoyed that in real life. All around the world, are you ready for a brand new beat? Here's Mick Jagger. Summer's here. Time is right. Mick Jagger when it's very cold out. Looks like a Smurf's ass. Right over there, here. An Eskimo urinating. That's how I get my rocks off. All right. Eskimo with prostate problem right there. Hey, chill.
So, Wid, how did you feel about your set tonight? How did it go?
It was okay. I wish, you know what happened? I got off early because I thought a red light up there was a thing. And they go, no, it's a blue light. I said, so I thought it was a camera. No, I just didn't know what to do about, things. So, but, I did most of my time.
I think you did great. I didn't think it felt
I kind of like it because I go up there and I just go until they say stop, In the old days, I would just let them go, get back up there. And and it wouldn't take away from the show, but, like other people would be, I just go, all right, I got more junk, and I bring out 3,000 more things.
Yeah.
I know. You think I'm up here, you think I'm, raking in the dough, boy. Okay, he died, yeah, yeast infection. Okay. Oh, Aunt Jemima died. How awful. Okay. She was stacked. Okay. Battered. Okay. And of course, Colonel Sanders died. Kicked the bucket. Okay.
You know, I go for the corn factor, and I let people in on the corn factor, just thinking that, you know, and I'm kind of thumbing my nose to, there's so many people who get up there, you know, they had life experiences that you know that they couldn't have had, you know, and, or that something pisses them off that much. I don't care about somebody pissed off about, you know, a million different things, candy wrappers or something like that. So then, you know, and I kind of went against the grain in my own way. I mean, a lot of people say prop comic, oh, anybody can do that. But it sort of fitted me. I had a couple of antique stores, and I was brought up in flea markets and things like that. So you know about that. You know, and I would, you know, I would make jokes when I was selling at, you know, flea markets, or I had my own store in New Brunswick, New Jersey, right near the Stress Factory out there. And so it sort of came natural to me, and I've been enjoying it ever since. And carrying the stuff and things like that, it doesn't, I'm in better shape than most guys. And it's from, you know, the low maintenance thing.
There's any guy lost in Atlantic City. Look, all right, he's talking about money. Hey, I'm just like everybody else here, all right? I'm feeling the crunch. All right. Don't look at me like a serial killer, all right? I have guys like you for breakfast, all right? What's the difference between the New York Jets and Captain Crunch? Captain Crunch belongs in a bowl. And if I said Eagles, you would have hated me.
How many objects do you think you have?
Oh, I have countless objects.
Yeah.
And they, you know, I even got stuff today, you know, and you keep replenishing.
You just keep picking stuff up as you see it, as you go?
Well, it's two different methods, you know. You either make the joke up first, or the thing is there. Sometimes if a thing looks good on stage, I'll just take it along.
Yeah.
It's like they used to do with movie stars. Oh, they look good. We'll just make them look good on that, being actors. They don't have to be actors. So if a prop looks good, sometimes you carry it along. And sometimes if a prop breaks, I have like a knight, you know, in shining armor and everything like that, and the arm fell off and the leg fell off, and I haven't got the whole knight here. Which is one of my favorite, you know, favorite jokes.
Good.
Yeah, and but I like to, you know, I like to keep my my trash picking, flea marketing, thrift storing. You know, just that world within my act too. You know, I think that's an important part of it, and it shows. I was always consciously aware about you know, the recycling aspect of it, and how that actually is. I saved all that stuff from the landfills, and instead of letting it go to the raccoons, it was a lot better that you know, that it was with me and in show business.
Oh, don't heckle and run. Come on. I don't care what the fuck you say. I would never betray you. All right? Come on, be real. I don't care if she's out there smoking a doobie. All right? Look, catching a buzz. All right? Okay? No, believe me.
I've seen you perform like multiple times, and it's like I was wondering, like, do you literally just do you have a certain, like, do you know which objects are in which box, or is it just sort of like?
Sometimes you have to you know, you have to improv, but sometimes you know, improvers, you know, a lot of them are just you know, stay at home memorizing their ad libs. You know, you know, it's not always. And that's sort of what I do. I try to make it look like an ad lib up there sometimes, and a lot of times it is. That's all right. Herbie Hancock.
John Hancock right there. Hey, that's a first.
I feel like I've seen a bunch of fireworks and they're always like the same. I feel like with what you do is such a thing where I'm like, even if I've seen you multiple times, I'm like, oh, he's on stage, I gotta go see this. I gotta see what he's gonna do, yeah.
Well, I kind of like try to make it different because I try to, you know, but the stock is always overturning. You know, it's not like I'm so perfectionist about it, and that kind of shows where I am in my career.
Yeah.
But I'm not that much of a perfectionist about it. I think I try to treat it silly.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
so I can do like anyone from like Boy Scouts and kids to bikers and devil worshippers.
Okay, now the tide's fucking turning, all right? This is the device I invented. Here's a device so Chris Christie can tie his own shoes. A pair of redneck binoculars. Shakespeare. Baryshnikov. Me.
That's kind of what I like about your set though, is that like it is like this very lighthearted stuff, then you're like, ah, fuck you. like I don't know. Do you like worry about that? Like
I know I've been doing it for too long to worry about it. And you know, I kind of judge myself that you know I still get standing ovations.
They
sometimes.
loved it.
And
They wanted it. Yeah.
And you know, and sometimes. You know, I'm just very hard for like a television or something like, you know, the television show. You know, I can't be on a sitcom for more than a week.
Yeah.
You know, they'd have to give me my own spin-off in some flea market or antique store. You know, invaded by lions and raccoons.
Wait, this will come back to me.
Can you remember what your first like objects were? Do you remember any of that? Like what like was the first? That's kind of a weird question.
Probably my toy trains.
Toy trains.
You know,
Okay, yeah.
And, you know, and I'd say, you know, I'm letting off some steam. Of course, you want some gum, choo-choo. You know. That I'm up here for some locomotive, okay, and you know, and then I turn around and say, "Nice caboose." You know, when I was in high school, I had a shirt with a train on it, and the teacher came up and goes, "I can tell you're doing heroin," and I go, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, I can see your tracks." Okay, I swear to God, the teacher did that. The teacher did that to me, and I passed that on to my fellow high schoolers.
I'll make a brand new start. Everybody in here, scream!
So most of my life has been built up around recycling and you know, just use of it in a different way than what do they call it? Alternative use, you know, of an object or something that you know that's going to go to the factory and that's going to have to make more if you don't have that. If you you know, if you had these two chairs, they didn't have to make two more chairs.
I can skip it.
Like this because I know that you know everybody told me in the beginning you don't do puns. And you don't do props with. That's like the worst thing. So I was always a little bit of a rebel. So I thought that I would go out and do that and have a purpose behind it. You know, I'm kind of I enjoy the environmental causes. You know, I'm not as a tree hugger as say, but I understand and I try to preach against you know overconsumption and you know. Depletion of our natural resources, which I think that is good for everybody. You know, how many million causes? I mean, you know, I went to the Women's March. I went to the nude bike ride. Okay, they had for energy consumption. Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
I found out 3 things at the nude bike ride. Okay, I like to look at girls more than I like to look at guys. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2 is that I didn't want to join them. Okay. And number 3, I thought, hey, I'm not in that bad shape. And I thought that was but I went to the Women's March, and, you know, and I was, you know, that very beautiful signs and all this stuff. You know, as a prop comic, I appreciated that art and craft that went into those marches, besides just showing up with beer and screaming, you know, like if it was a guy march, you know. But so I'm going to hang my thing on global warming, because I think that affects everybody, because there's so many different causes that you can go out there for. And I think that it's much more important to, you know, to think about everybody. If we're going to think about that, what would be a universal problem that we all have?
Definitely.
We don't all have, you know, discrimination because of, you know, of being, you know, just because you're a raccoon. I mean, and they follow you around the store because you got the little mask on and stuff like that. They think you're going to shoplift. They think, like, sticky 5 fingers. Okay. And the lions, you know what they do to their husbands. Okay. You know, they're not as... But it is sort of it's a global and universal thing, and that's something that I've already, you know, have been aware of, but these days you can make it a much more of a cause than, you know, than you could back in the day. In the back in the day, you know, it was hard to get your voice out there. Now you can find like-minded people who understand about global warming. And keep friends like this here, okay?
Look what I found in a chimney. Oh, come on, that's humorous, all right? I thought this was a hip joint, all right? Here, bon appetit.
We usually end the show with like a little bit of a segment. We don't have one planned out. It's Halloween.
What kind of segment?
I know, we're doing
a bad
we usually make people improv or do something or have some kind of fun with something. I don't know.
Give us like a new joke.
I was gonna say something in the spirit of Halloween. What's the scariest thing? What's the scariest comedy-related story you have?
I think it was when I was working for orphans.
Yeah.
Okay. At a bar.
You're performing for orphans.
I was performing for orphans.
Working for them.
At like you know, at 8 in the morning. And these are orphan kids, okay, and they all have their charges, and there's like a million of them, and they're like an amoeba. They're one thing, okay? And it's Christmas, right? And we're at the Plow and the Stars bar. You know where that is?
Oh, no.
Okay, it's in Center City. It's an Irish bar, a typical Irish bar. And the woman had a heart of gold, so she had the, you know, she had the orphans in at like 8 in the morning before the regular patrons came in and gave them a party. Well, I volunteered my time to do that, and there was a big dog there, and there should have been a raccoon, and a big dog, and a Santa who was real drunk. Okay, so you know it was like just a so the orphans come in, and I come out with my you know, and it's Christmas, and I come out with my props, and you know I got tons and tons of big Tupperware things filled with props and everything, and the kids think it's their presents.
Oh.
And 100 little orphan kids, and these kids were no Olivers. These kids were tough kids and beautiful, and they all rushed and they took every one of my props and held it in their hands, and I just let them do it. I didn't want to stop them or anything, and they were all like going like that, and go away. This is a duck. This is a weird point, you know. And a little kid comes up with a plunger and goes, "Can I have something else?" So I have a reoccurring drink. They all gave it back, and they got their real, you know, things. And it was great. We all had fun. But that I still have that vision where all these young kids, you know, and scrappy young kids are coming towards me, and they're taking away my props. You know.
That is a nightmare.
It's some sort of business metaphor.
That is amazing.
Comics.
Wow.
All right,
That's
well,
a great
holy
story.
shit.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
I'm glad we didn't plan a segment. That was better than anything we could have possibly planned. Oh, man. Well, Wid, thank you so much for coming on the show. Appreciate it.
Anytime. And you guys out there, you'd be sure to watch these guys because, you know, they're natural. and
We are, yeah.
keep up. Global warming.
All right, well, this has been All Set. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Bye. Show what I didn't use, okay? That's the